Welcome back to Memory Sports TV, and I still have a filter on my nose here. Let's go with that one for the final between Andrea Muzii and Bastian Wiederhold of the African European Open 2021. Will start in about 15 minutes. Where is the clock? It's over there, right? Isn't it? So we are looking forward to an exciting final, and let's check some stats here and how both competitors made it to that last round. I will stop the music now and let us start the statistics. Let's see. Yep. Music is stopped, and now we are going to take a look on the way they both had to go to survive until the final. And that was in the... Sorry, here we go. That is in the World Tour, the last tournament of the year. And this tournament is the African European Open. And here we had 12 matches going on yesterday. And today we have one match left, and this is namely the final of the African European Open. And in this final, we have Andrea and Bastian. And Andrea went clear through the first round, no problems at all for him. Against Sayaka, he won 4-1, 4-0, just one game lost. Then against this guy here, Johannes Mallow from Germany, he won 4-0, straightforward win with no any doubt. Then the semi-final we saw a couple of hours ago, it was a bit closer here. And
hi,
Simon,
could I have the co-host to change name, please?
Simon almost got to get at least one set here. The first set was very close, and I'm just managing stuff here in the background.
Thank you.
I think now we are good. And and then now Bastian as the finalist as his opponent. And Bastian's way to the final. Yeah, he played Yasuhiro Yamaguchi in the first round in the one out of four Japanese players. And then yesterday, an intense quarterfinal against KT Kermode from England. He won 4-2, 5-4. This is actually 5-4 here and 4-1. And in the end, it was more than 4 hours of playing yesterday evening. And a couple of hours ago, he won against Ryo Kobayashi 5-2, 4-0 to advance for his first final of the World Tour Tournament series. The World Tour Tournament is a series of 3 seasons and 3 bigger slam tournaments. And these slam tournaments are, let's check the tournament page here, League 11, this is a season, League Season 11, League Season 12, and League Season 13. These had to be played over a wider range of time between February and June, May and July, and so on. And the Pan American Open was the first online Memory League World Tour tournament in this competition, and that was won by the American Alex Mullen, who is pretty much one of the top 2, I would say, in the actual Memory League sports community. And then we had the Asian Oceanian Open, or the MSO Memory Championship, won by Andrea Muzii, and now we are going to see that.
Can you give Gayane the co-host, please, and, so that she can change her name and make herself more anonymous?
And now I'm just talking here. Natalie, can you hear me?
Yep.
So you are a host now, so you can do all of that if you want. But I can also do that.
Okay.
Because now I've lost, unfortunately, I'm not a co-host anymore. I cannot do anything anymore. Natalie.
Yes.
Sorry, wait.
Yep. I thought I had. Because according to my screen,
Hello.
hey.
Everything up here in the background, and this.
So the athletes are also instructed to be here at 45, or?
Yeah, let's go. Let's see how that goes. So the athletes have been instructed to be 10 minutes before the match here.
Okay.
So I hope they will join very soon, and yeah, then we set everything up, and then we go. Until then, I will leave my microphone on Zoom muted. So that means, Simon, you cannot talk to me for the first 10 or until the match starts, and then we can talk. Okay?
Okay. So we will also not be on YouTube before 4 p.m.
I will be there, but I can't be there alone when I'm open on Zoom. So I close myself on Zoom. But yeah, and then we talk in a minute.
Sure.
Okay. Hi, everyone.
Hi, guys.
Okay, so now I think everything is set up, and yeah, as you can see, these have been the matches, and we have a nice world ranking. First time that we have a world ranking on Memory League, and this is how the standings are for that one. So if Andrea today wins the first this tournament, then there is no chance for anyone else to grab him. Even Alex, if he would win the last two tournaments, couldn't grab him anymore, and he would be number 1 in the first world ranking here. So top 8 or top 10: Andrea, Alex, Simon, Katie, Koba, Jan, Bastian, me, Sylvain, and Vishwa in the top 10. Very nice. Then right outside the top 10, Braden, Naoki, Boris, Yashuhira, Jan Hendrik, and Abraham. And yeah, let's take a look a little bit more down, because all these people okay, and I am in the background. I make everyone co-host. And yeah, in the background stuff here. Okay, now everyone should be co-host here fully. So it's Simon back here against Andrea. Everything's changed, and we will see another match between Andrea and Simon. Don't know. Yeah. And yeah, let's take a further look further down here. So I'm trying. Yeah, the stream is already running. I'm just talking here a bit, but I'm waiting for you until you have set everything up, and then we can go right away to the match as soon as Bastian is here, of course. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 149 competitors in this world tour, and yeah, I was thinking about memorizing all of them. Just Yes, everyone switches off the camera except the athletes. And yeah, right. So yeah, in the background there is it's always I'm always connected to the background here. So yeah, we have 149 players in the World Tour. Davide, Tanja, Julia, Rafaeldes, Omar, Ilian, Okabek, Nikolai, Annalena, Jenny, Stefansson, Mirlando, Milana, Elisaveta, Jakub, Antelex, Chewy, Tuguldur, Mary, Munkhaya, Mia Masuden, Mohammed, again, Nomin, Uyun, Saran Chikmeng, Satral, Chuichi, Lakvadot, Baral, Gregory, Rafich, Tommy, Chian, Andres, Jim, Santiago, Luisi, Janlik, Anne, Dimi Moore, Andres, Roberto, Dilchat, Harun, Jamal, Orshir, Takero, Chichir, Batman, Gilded Truffle, Maria, Kamik, Beck-John, Flavio, Lukas, Finwing, Issa, Tony, Diana, Rocchio, David, Igor, Hori, Dimi, Sven, Andreas, Don, Nishmakman, Sohila, Michiel, Samaridinov, Leonid, James, Jürgen, Tommy, Damilola, Simon, Plavik, Zirk, Fares, Juan Pablo, Duque, Garcia, Gambaya, Batuzzi, Jack, Florian, Yolong, Pavel, Raja, James, Yassen, Lenz, Islom, Soja, Abdul Rauf, Andre, Arno, Frank, Don Michael, Gül Foilet, Susanne, Daniel, Luisa, Purachev, Antonio, Yayane, Ariana, Nika, Al-Hussein, Melanie, Christian, Martina, Guillaume, Michael, Kazuki, Alexander, Clay, Arash, Sarosh, Ilya, Andrej, Max, Lars, Kaori, Celine, Niklas, Silvio, Yevgeny, Jules, Emanuel, Sayaka, Abderrahman, Maximilian, Sanchit, Ben, Mohammed, Orhan, Rova, Guillaume, Kevin, Abraham, Jan-Henrik, Yashira, Boris, Naoki, Braden, Vishwa, Silvan, Johannes, Bastian, Jansson, Ria Kobayashi, Katie, Simon, Alex, and Andrea. Thank you everyone for taking part in the World Tour 2021. It's not over yet, but I just wanted to say that out loud. I was thinking about memorizing all these names, but then I thought, okay, I don't want to blame myself. I blamed myself already enough by pronouncing them all wrong, except the German ones maybe. And yeah, and Jan is just mentioning it in the chat here. So two people have the same score here, and 3,275, exactly the same score. That's interesting after many tournaments. But yeah, of course, the scores are quite straightforward. Yeah, but that equals out here at some point. And Bastian's score is not updated yet. That's true. He will get more points. He is at least at 250 more points here already. And this is my final style for that match. So we have 3 minutes to go, but we are still waiting for Bastian to join here, the chat and the call. And in the meantime, let's take a look on some stats here. So Bastian versus Andrea. This is it's a kind of a different setup between those than it was between Andrea and Simon. And the video quality doesn't look to you. I'm not sure. Should be okay. And yeah, what happened to my beard? So this is how I actually look right now. It is not covered by anything, so that is of course the glasses are not my real glasses, but the beard is like that right now, and I have to say that looks even more strange than I thought. Okay, let's take a look on the stats here between Andrea and Bastian. So we have on numbers, top 10 numbers, We have 80 digits here, of course, for both in all 10 games. And yeah, Andrea here with better times. And Bastian with 15 to 19 seconds, which is also quite good. And also with good scores here, but in favor of Andrea, of course. Then Words, of course, also in a better position here, and the favorite for that is also Andrea. Then we have names. Also, Andrea is the favorite here in names too, and Bastian just did 2 times 30 in the last year. But I expect to see a very close match, which is entertaining in almost all the disciplines, because I think Bastian will attack a lot here, and will not just go slow or try something strategic. I really doubt that. I think he will go as fast as he can for almost everything. Then international names. This is the one which Bastian needs to win, because he is the clear favorite, and if he wins that one, he has already a slight advantage here to at least get that point here. And then we have images, and in images, that is closer than I expected actually. So Andrea with between 9.7 and 12, and Bastian just right behind him here between 11 and 15. And on cards, we have 52 cards for both, of course, and it's also not so big of a difference here. And we're still waiting here for Bastian to join, and he's a bit late again here. That's not a good thing, but I mean, now we have to wait for him. And I will and in the background people are still talking here, and we are waiting for the match to start. I'm not sure if this will take any longer here, but unfortunately we have to wait again. Bastian is taking his time here. I really hope he will not take too much time now. And here we go with the instructions of the African European surprise event, and it is a different one because we see already some instructions. Support Simon will support me here, and Bastian is now here in the chat, so in the Zoom talk, so he will be here, and we will start soon. So these are the instructions here. Let's take a look on that. So this is surprise event is a variation of numbers. Memorizing is as normal, but you must recall the digits in the order requested. Let me think about it. Okay, at the start of a recall, a random position will be highlighted, for example. Wow! You must type the digit at that position. The recall cursor will then move to the next random position, for example. You cannot change any digits once this has been entered. Wow, that is a nice one, Simon. And I'm really looking forward to that one. So I'm just asking in the background. So everyone is ready already, or is there anything to set up? Hello? Bastian is just checking. Okay. So great event, by the way, Simon. I like that, this surprise event. The instructions are up there, and looks cool. I'm looking forward to that. And as soon as you are done, just give me a short note, and then we can talk with Simon, and we can watch the match. So these are the instructions here. And I'm curious. I mean, now you have a bit of time to prepare for that. And you have to jump. Maybe. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how that goes. I'm looking forward to that. So Julia and Sarosh are the only one talking right now in the chat here. So everyone else in the chat, please, you're welcome to also chat here. And yeah, right now talking about the ears because everyone has a quick check of the ears. Everyone has a check of their room, so they have to sweep around the room once and with a camera so that no one is sitting behind the sofa or under the bed and trying to be sneaky here. Hi Vishwa, and that's what they do. Katie, you are also here. So Katie, what do you think about that kind of surprise event if you have read the instructions already on the Memory League page? But of course all the others too. What do you think about that surprise event? How would you approach that? And what do you think how that will go? Yeah, it's definitely awesome and interesting. Yeah. And yeah, still setting, as I am repeating myself here, but people still setting things up. So yeah, what everyone else thinks about that surprise event here on Memory League, finding the digit. The recall might get tricky. I'm really looking forward to, and especially when you have that super fast recalls from Andrea. I don't think that he will beat 30 seconds. Yeah, and Katie was already saying that. So I was just repeating. And I'm just getting a call from my settler companion, Settlers of Catan companion, but I can't play right now. Okay, last instructions are done. Good luck for everyone. Okay. Okay, as I heard, Simon, they are ready to go, are they?
Yes, they are, as far as I can see.
Cool. So, can we switch off the camera from you, Simon, and also
Absolutely.
everyone? Yeah, perfect. So, what do you think about? Have you read the instructions of the surprise event already?
Yeah, I think it's
okay.
So
I'm not allowed to take like no notes, kind of. So
there's a question about taking notes. So
are you talking to us, or
Simon has to answer that? Simon Orton and the supervisor.
That's right. Yeah, no notes.
Okay.
And
does it make sense?
Okay. Interesting.
So you can just type one digit. You can't change it. And you'll go through all the 80 positions in random order.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and back again here with Simon. Simon, first of all, again here, hello again to thanks for joining us here for the final commentary. Good to have you back.
Absolutely. So shall we make some, or shall the supervisors make some, let's say, cut off from when the competitors are expected to not hear us again, or when the real competition starts or something?
I mean,
or shall we simply continue talking?
It starts right now. Actually, I thought. I mean, they are both on the main page, and it must light green. I think they are fine.
Can Simon Orton maybe again put me on the
I
There's no delay today, so you can
it's
see
open
everything.
today. There's no delay.
Okay, sure. Right.
So again, any thoughts on this surprise event from you, Simon?
I think it's extremely interesting. I think it is also the question I guess you should use your whole memorization time, of course, because you never know how fast the recall might be. It might be faster than expected. In particular, I think the recall will be easier and easier the more spaces are filled, because if the first 2 spaces are filled and you get the third space, then you know it's image X. But the beginning might be slow. So I would even assume that both get. It's a question how far they can come. I mean, you really need to mark your location properly. So in order that you get at least markers for 20, 40, and 60, that you can jump to the front and back quickly. And my guess would be that both get at least 60 correct. Maybe even everything.
Yeah, I was also thinking that would be even, yeah, with 4 minutes, I think both will get it. And especially what you said in the first place is that when you have done 20 digits or something in that direction, then it definitely gets easier because you see what's missing. And
yeah,
that's true.
I mean, the point is how fast do you go, in particular from Bastian's side. I mean, I don't know, I think if I were doing it, I think I might even go for something like normalishly fast time, like 28 seconds, where I think with a high percentage I might have all of the images, because it might be that Andrea is repeating and then he would be slower than 28 seconds. I think the better strategy would be for Bastian, in my opinion, just to look at them once but safely and then hope that you can get as much as possible in the recall. Okay. Because you won't have time to think about gaps. You need to have it all perfectly.
Yeah, that's right. But of course. Yeah, I agree. I think the memorization phase is crucial here to not overplay it. And I think that's the thing what both might think about right now. Say, okay, should I go fast here, or let's play it like 25 seconds or 30 or something in that range.
I mean, it's really interesting. If they were like doing this more often, maybe it would become clear that it's really difficult to put in all of the 80 digits, and then you might say, let's say if you're Andrea, okay, I just go for a normal numbers, because worst case, when I do 15-second numbers in Andrea's footsteps, he has like either 80, 76 or 74 or whatever, and the chance that you hit one of those gaps is so small that I think you can simply start your memorization process.
Yeah.
And I mean, take into account, you have only 240 seconds recall. Yeah. You have 80 digits. That means you have an average 3 seconds per digit. So actually taking that into account, 3 digits is really not much. And I would be extremely surprised if any of them would get 80. Maybe even 40 is a great score, honestly.
Yeah, what do you guys in the chat think? What are the scores here, roundabout? Anyone getting all of them, or is it maybe 40, a bit more than 40? What do you think?
Yeah, let's do some guessing game. My guess for the time would be Andrea 24 seconds and getting 52 correct, and Bastian, I don't know. Bastian, I mean, he always has this a bit of gung-ho streak. So maybe he even goes for something like 19 and then gets like 45 or so. I don't know. I think Andrea gets this match on time or at the least on amount.
Yeah, and here we go with that first discipline. So numbers memorization is as usual. It looks like that. And then let's see how fast they go. I think Andrea, something 20. Bastian taking it very slow here. Andrea, I mean, the thing is, if you
see. Interesting.
And the thing is now he has like 1 minute to recall everything in his head as often as he wants, and Bastian will not have that time. He just has 10 seconds.
Right.
That's also a thing I didn't consider yet. So, yeah. Yeah, and maybe that's not too bad, because right now it's like going through everything 3 times. And Bastian playing it super safe here. Maybe something. Yeah, let's see. And yeah, predictions were like recall starts. The recall is the most important thing here right now, and this is something to look forward to. Okay, let's go. It's like what? Nobody's typing anything.
Okay, yeah. Let's see.
And now they're searching for that digit.
Both are scrambling.
Oh, this is interesting. So you can also not type in the first. Andrea searching here. Bastian already found 1 digit. Okay, it looks still more difficult than I thought.
Maybe Bastian made the better preparation strategy, but I mean, Andrea also should have things soonish here. It's interesting how you immediately see who is like in front, also because you see how quickly the board is filling up, but Andrea seems to catch up in terms of pace.
And the score is really something to look at here right now. 4-4, and after 1 minute.
Yeah, maybe even 40 was still a bit optimistic, but you never know how the pace might go on. I mean, once they have a few landmarks, let's call it like that in every row, then it gets easier and easier, of course. Yeah.
6-6.
Yeah, I think I still stand by my stuff. Like I'm Andrea above 50, even if it doesn't seem realistic at the moment. But pace might really get quicker.
I mean, for a viewer, that's it's really interesting to see how they feel. Now they're getting quicker. Yes, 10. So they did 4 in the first minute, both, and now let's see how many they do in the second minute here. Speeding up here for Andrea. $11 for Andrea in the second minute. And mistakes for Bastian. And I mean, these misplaced landmarks, this could be tough.
Yeah, right. The misplaced landmarks have a double impact, of course, yeah. But I mean, worst case, best case is that he only has the image incorrect and has not switched, yeah. So, yeah, Andrea, I would say maybe on pace to topping 40, still a good possibility. I'm not sure he might get my tip of 50, but it's still in the realm of possibility. And the good thing is that he just has to enter the digits. And Bastian seems a bit stuck here.
Yeah. So next minute done. 15 this time for Andrea. Yeah, I think he will end up with 50. I think that's a good one. A good guess from your side. And Bastian is struggling here a lot now, and it's almost too far behind here.
Really almost insurmountable at the moment. I mean, it seems like it's really insurmountable. I think even if Bastian saw the numbers, it might be hard to catch up.
I agree. Yeah, that it looks like a first point here for Andrea, and that's a very interesting surprise event. I must say, that's a nice idea. All our ideas are cool, and this is something special again here. I feel it's different.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I guess it's good if one of the guys was on a TV show and had to do this number determination thing once or so, but I mean, this is like something.
Bastian filling up. Bastian guessing here. 27, 30 in the end. What?
And Andrea coming extremely close to my tip, I consider my tip rather fitting one.
Yeah, but
with 52.
It was how, Bastian was going up to 30 by just guessing in the end. Of course, you're guessing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think guessing is a bit of a problem. Maybe this is also something that could have profited from a penalty rule or something, because it's a bit crazy. Just imagine, someone being like 5 or so behind and they have still like 30 spots open, and the other person says, no, I don't want to guess, that's cheap, and then the other person simply guesses and overtakes them.
Yeah, I mean, this is if the first person thinks it's cheap, then I mean, this, if it's not against the rules, then it's
absolutely
okay.
Or if they don't realize that they are allowed to simply type it in or whatever. But I think it was a great idea and was really fun to watch.
Definitely.
And losing the surprise event against Andrea, I mean, it's basically like starting with a 0-1 against the arguably strongest memory athlete at the moment, and not easy.
Not at all. No, words next, chosen by Andrea. So
I think Andrea has a distinct advantage at words. I mean, Andrea is, I think, with his scores, I would say between a 48 and 49 average, and Bastian is maybe on a 45 average or something at best.
Yeah. Let's check.
I don't know. It's just my feeling. I didn't check the scores.
I check this here.
Detail,
so the breakdown. Let's check the breakdown stats here if that works. It doesn't work right now. I'll have to fix that. Go to the match site first, because they didn't start yet, but they might start in a minute. So Ibro Kim John, what is this? So someone new here. That is very cool. Oh, maybe. So this is Memory Sports, and we are now watching the final of the African European Open. And now this time they have to memorize in the next discipline words, 50 words as fast as they can, and they can stop the time under 60 seconds. 60 seconds is the maximum time they can take, and then they have 4 minutes to recall as many words as they can, and the better score wins. And if the score is even, then the better time wins.
Yeah, I just checked. So in his recent scores, Bastian only has cracked 50 once, and I mean, Andrea is doing 50 regularly, I think around 30% or something. At least between 20 and 30%. So yeah, exactly
28.8. They're very good guess from your side here. So he is doing between 47 and 50. He is up to, what is it, almost 90%.
Yeah. So you are at this 48 to 49 average, and Bastian, I don't know. My guess is something like, because he also sometimes does a 41 or so, I guess his average is not over 46.
Yeah. And so the overlap is very small.
Yeah, that's right.
And in terms of top 10, Bastian has done only once 50 in the last year in competitions. Competitive games, so that's not too much. Okay, I have to switch in my earphones, otherwise I can't hear you anymore in a minute. Connected to this power here. If I can find it.
And
okay, they start. So let's go to the match. Then I do my thing here.
What's your guess for that match?
Andrea with 48 and Bastian with 43.
Yeah, maybe Bastian rises to the occasion, but I think Andrea with something like 48 or 49. If I need to put a mark on it, 49, Bastian 47, I would say, but I think it's Andrea's game to lose, definitely. And it's interesting that Andrea is only looking at one word and going through them
So
quickly.
Simon, sorry, I'm trying to connect my headphones to the power, and then I'm back.
Okay, sure.
So I can't hear you now, but people can hear you.
Okay. Hello, people. So Andrea with a great pace, 46. I mean, 46 is even slightly fast for him, I would say. But not too fast. So it's still a time where he can get 50. Bastian with a more relaxed pace. And I mean, words if you're faster, there is not so much room at the top. So if you need to have one more word than your opponent, and your opponent scores almost always between 48 and 50, then yeah, the margins get smaller and smaller. And Bastian here with no.
With
a typo, but the typo is of course findable. And with a mistake, instead of earning, he had earned. So the typical thing of instead of a noun, an adjective. And this is hard to correct. So I think there's quite a chance that it will be tough for Bastian to get 50 because of this problem here at word 39. By the way, if people are watching and if you are on the Memory League page, you might know this, but just if you don't know, if you can't read the words that they are recalling, you can click the left mouse button once on a specific part of the recall screen of one of the two competitors, and then it gets enlarged and you can read the words there. You see the small magnifying glass, which is plus if you can make it larger and minus if you can zoom out. And Andrea, okay, with Bastian here. Andrea, what's here? Okay, Andrea, again, with one of the mistakes. If he's making mistakes, then I think more often than not, it's that he does know the meaning, but he makes a mistake instead of an adjective verb. For example, here, what he did, like basically translated into English, instead of the word irritated, he wrote to irritate. Yeah, but just with the Italian words. Bastian filling out stuff here, so it seems on his way to more like a 47-ish score, or even 48-ish.
Looks good, yeah.
And he gets the one word. Okay,
46.
Bastian even potentially on his way to a 50.
Yeah, wow, that is
wow, and he's getting the 50.
Wow.
Wow. This is like his second 50 in the last 6 months, or
in the last year in competitive games. 48 for Andrea, but
I mean, doesn't change the trajectory of the match too much, because I'm quite sure Bastian cannot perform at this level constantly, so he will have the same pressure at the next words. But it's definitely a sign, yeah. If he breaks Andrea here and Andrea more with a 48, yeah, I mean, getting 50 is not normal for him. Luckily, it's not normal for anybody, not for Katie. It would be interesting who has the highest percentages of 50s. That would be really interesting, but I guess it's Katie, right?
So, yeah, it's just a super nice performance here. I didn't expect that from him. In your match against Andrea, you in both attempts had the same problem with the same word. That was interesting, like arithmetic, and in the first one it was Festnahme. You both had this mistake.
Really? It was the same word? Okay.
Yeah, exactly the same word. In both.
Twice, okay.
Yeah, twice. That was very interesting. So, yeah, that's a 1-1.
That looks like a 1-1, yeah. And here, Andrea, I mean, has a similar meaning, at least at word number 35, but similar is not the same as the same. So that's 48.
And let's see how they react here. Yeah, that's Wow, nice one from Bastian. Well done.
Yep.
He looks happy.
Yeah, but that's the point. I mean, sure, that's good, and I don't want to say that it's bad. It's a fantastic result, but the main problem is still for him that there are also other disciplines coming, and worlds are coming again. And so, in order to perform well, in order to have a narrow match against Andrea, or to even have winning chances, you need to. I think Bastian here needs to really perform in his top 5% in every discipline. And let's see. Wishing him the best. Definitely a good start. And now he needs to continue his streak.
Yeah, this is a very promising start also from the viewer's point of view, from the audience point of view.
Yep.
Very, very nice. And now, yeah, Andrea is waiting for the next discipline. What is Bastian didn't write anything yet. What he's going to choose. And he's thinking about it, but yeah, of course, it's his first choice. So let's see. And they
with the established grin on his face, maybe he's going for speed matched images.
Maybe, yeah.
He is like the classical gambler, going for fast times and then seeing what happens. But I have to say that's, of course, very, very unfair and not really my honest opinion, because he showed great strategy in his match against Koba.
Yeah.
International names. Okay,
yeah,
sure.
Yeah, international is right. This is the one where he has definitely an edge.
But not a big one.
No, not a big one. That's true. And Andrea is improving constantly on international names. So I think he got 19 today. So yep. Yeah, I was 19. You can also sometimes win against Bastian. I think sometimes you can win with 19. Let's check these scores. But yeah, let's wait for the discipline to start. International names. Okay, let's check the international name score here for both of them. So we have, Andrea is still between 12 and 19 scoring in this range most of the time, while Bastian is scoring like up 16 upwards and just a few games under 16. So yeah, definitely in favor of Bastian here in international names. So yeah, people are dropping in here. I was waiting on Twitch. Yeah, so if anyone else just wants to go in the chat on Twitch and bring all the people they are gathering around there over here, that would be very appreciated. I'm not sure if there are more than one or two, but even those are very important for our channel, because on Alessandro's channel we always have 10 times the viewer of this channel here. Like 300 in the last stream today, and we have 30 on that one. Yes, international names. Let's go. Yeah, and I mean, it's still, as you said, there are a couple of disciplines to come. But of course, it's if Bastian would win that one here, 2-1 lead is still something which looks not so nice for Andrea, at least, I would say.
Honestly, I have to say the international names are extremely easy.
You feel so?
It's a super easy set. Almost like European names.
But that would favor Andrea, wouldn't it?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the names are short. The names are not very unusual. So I would have loved to get this set in order maybe to get my first 30, not wanting to like brag, but I'm waiting for that because there are no longer words. There are no Chinese words. Look at these here. Publio, Liliana, Bulio, Dome, Edi, Armida, Sami. This is all like a 2 syllable stuff. Lindis, Artin. Also I can easily see Andrea scoring like 21 or 22 here, and Bastian maybe more, or maybe he doesn't profit from it. But it's definitely one of the easiest international name sets I've seen in a long while.
Yeah, and Andrea, I didn't see all of them. Just saw just by 27 here in this set. He might have done a bit faster to see all of them. Or do you? I mean, you go to see all of them, don't you?
Yeah, I look at them twice.
Okay, twice. Yeah. But some people, or many people, never go until to see all 30 in international names, at least.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's like always a bit tricky because then you might get confused a bit by faces that you have not seen, and otherwise you have this clear association. Okay, I have seen everyone, and you are not that person. Yeah. Let's see if the set was also perceived as slightly easier by the athletes. I mean, definitely names are shorter. Names are not completely unusual. I mean, names like Mariame, it's just a letter away from Marianne, or Publio is not such an unusual name, a bit Roman or so, and other words. I mean, the shorter names are always easier. Okay. And you see, I mean, Andrea also already here in his 18 territory, and still some stuff to fill. Only some mistypings. Toshinari. Will he get Toshinari? He already wrote Tosh. And one letter wrong at Alia. And Lindis, he had Lind. Yeah, okay. Interesting that he doesn't at least write Tosh something under Toshinari.
Yeah, and 18:15, 2 minutes to go. 16 now for Bastian. Bastian needs to.
Yeah, Bastian
17,
at 17, but Andrea's quicker. Bastian needs 19.
Yeah. And then, I mean, with this nice words result, for me it would feel a bit like throwing it away if he wouldn't get it. But 18 now.
Why does Andrea have Sumit and AAA under this name of the guy in the second row in the middle? This must be a typo, right? I mean, he must have intended to write Sumit, or is AAA just, I'm not sure, or see, he has 20. Yeah, the set is easier.
So it's maybe
slightly easier.
A rating for him, or I don't know, he has 2 other A's here, so he will correct Sumit. Yeah, but Bastian was just 18, and that's not enough in that game here.
Yeah.
And what cost him a point?
That would be a rebreak to remember here for Andrea. And Bastian, Armita, just one letter here. I think he's still considering whether it was T or D, but less than a minute left. Bastian needs 3 more names. And assuming that Andrea does not correct the Sumit AAA stuff here, which he does now, so Bastian needs 4 more.
Wow, and
you see, that's personal best for Andrea, right? No, almost. It's his second highest ever score. Yeah, I said from the beginning, it was an easy set.
Yeah.
It's a great, and it seems that Andrea has made more of this.
Yeah, Bastian is underperforming here.
Yeah.
And yeah, unlucky for him a bit here, and because now it's a 2-1 down. He could be 2-1 up. And yeah, you see Andrea celebrating this 21.
Yes, and I mean even 22 wouldn't have been such an easy score for Bastian otherwise. Yeah, it's not like he does 22 every time.
Small, yeah.
So both lost their first choice.
I mean, it was strong because in the last year, Bastian's 5 best scores in the last year, as far as I can see, he has only done 22 or better, like 5 times.
Oh, the people.
Yeah.
Okay, so
let's check that. So in international names.
Da. Schade.
He has, now 26, 24, 23, the top scores.
Yep. But then comes 22 already,
Yeah.
right? So it would have been among his, so he would have need a recent best maybe or something. And so Andrea pushing him really, and Bastian not really being able to fully push back.
Right, and the next discipline looks like, what is it, images? Is it that? Let's see. It looks like the surprise event, but it is not the surprise event, obviously. The colors are a bit confusing here. Is it images or is it cards? I can't really see it.
How can one enlarge the video of one person here in Zoom? Double click doesn't seem to work.
No, that doesn't. I mean, you can pin it for yourself. Pin a video.
Okay.
But I don't know.
I don't know, we will see.
It's cards. It's cards.
I think it's cards.
Yeah, it's cards.
Yeah, I mean, it would also make like sense. I mean, Andrea feels very safe at cards. But it will be interesting. It can like easily be that Bastian is quicker, but gets like 40 cards or 45 cards or so. And I think Bastian will go for something like 17 seconds. And the question is just, does Andrea go for 16 and makes it clear anyway? Or is he there? Because I think Andrea is aware that Bastian goes for quick times. So and I'm sure Bastian will go for something super quick. Sometimes he goes for 15 and gets like 20 cards or something, but I think you rather go for 17-ish or so.
Yeah, let's see. He was in other matches against Andrea, he was going like broke in some games and like 11, 12 seconds and never got it. So let's see what is his strategy today here.
So, and it seems Bastian again taking a bit more time than Andrea. Andrea seems ready. Bastian still being in his concentration, maybe. And I again see Andrea typing. I guess he's typing something like, "Are you ready?" or so. One thing I noticed when I played against Bastian, I think in a league game or whatever this year, that at least in our match, it was like this. After he had pressed ready, when both players press like ready, the ready button appears. And then after both of us had pressed ready, and I thought, okay, now the match begins, he took like 2 to 3 minutes more to think. And I was always typing, okay, are you ready now? What's like happening? And I felt this is maybe something that is, it's a bit tricky, because you give your opponent the impression that you're ready and that it starts, and then you are thinking again. So I think maybe it might be part of the etiquette only to press the ready button or to click on the small box when you're really ready to start the match.
But I mean, if your opponent clicks ready and you click ready, then it starts.
No, I mean the little box where the check mark appears.
The blue one. Okay. Yeah. I didn't think about that. Okay, I have never considered it like that. The blue one is not for me. Not now. It starts.
Okay, sure. No, it's also just my personal thing. But I mean, you don't see when your opponent presses the ready button. Yeah, you just see that your opponent presses check mark. And then I usually assume that both of us are pressing.
Okay.
Never mind. Okay, then we will see Bastian with a good pace.
Yeah.
Looks like 17 to 18.
Okay, yeah, that's Andrea is a bit Andrea a bit faster here in the end. Yes, he is. 15-3 to 16-3.
Yeah. But I guess Andrea will at the worst get like 50 or so. And more likely 52, and I think Bastian will rather score between 40 and 48 or so.
I think Bastian will get it.
Okay, interesting.
And for Andrea, 15.3 is actually in competitions doesn't do that very often. 15.3 is fast for Andrea too.
Would be his second fastest time, right?
Yeah, it's a fast time. It's not just something. It's quite a fast time for him. So
right.
He's not that consistent. I didn't think that. I was thinking like in numbers, but it's not. In cards.
Yeah, it's a bit surprising, honestly. I would have thought he had done 15 much more often.
So it's I would also have thought that, but it's not. And yeah, Bastian with the last cards correct, and now let's see how that goes.
It's amazing how quickly Andrea and how safely Andrea is simply gapless recalling this whole stuff here. I mean, I rarely see Andrea recalling, but it's really a consistent recall here. Bastian with one gap, but it's not the end of the world. Andrea here with one small mistake. What's that?
With a PAO system, don't know.
Okay. Still everything possible here for Bastian. I mean, 16 seconds would be extremely impressive. But, and I mean, still only the first.
Oh yeah, and Andrea very fast putting in the last cards here.
Yeah, and now he's wondering what's up with this 9, but I mean, the 9 is correct, yeah, but
something else.
But this is like, okay,
it
47, 48. Yeah, if it stays like that, Bastian would need at least a 49. I mean, let's assume that Andrea puts the 9 there, yeah.
Ah, okay. Andrea fixing something here.
He's aware, yeah. I think that's why he didn't put the 9 in there, because he was considering the other 4 cards.
Okay, but he's still not done yet, so he's thinking about that. So would be also the second best time for Bastian. So
interesting. He had a 15.73. Yeah, in some league game, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But still bigger gaps here, and
yeah, I mean 32. I guess that would be about the pattern that I would also get if I were to get for 16 seconds, and then try to. Oh, Andrea here.
Andrea, not sure about these cards.
Yeah,
the nines, 9-9.
That was why he didn't put the 9 in there, because he wasn't sure about it. Yeah.
Bastian, that doesn't look too good here in the first row. Now time is running. 90
Time
seconds.
is running.
And
do you know Bastian's system?
I think it's a 2-card system with, but I'm not sure what exactly he's doing.
Yeah, it looks more like a standard 2-card system, right?
Yeah, I think so. Andrea is using PAO, yeah.
Yeah.
And Andrea is still considering these cards.
Would have been an interesting strategy from Bastian, playing with his own reputation and thinking that Andrea must assume I go for a quick time and then simply go for 60.
Yeah, since he's always going fast, so
yeah.
It's like a poker player who is just playing the good cards.
Yeah. I mean, then you like immediately fold if he's betting high.
Yeah. Let's see if Andrea just can get it done, and then it doesn't matter, and he gets it. Nice. He gets that.
Very nice. 3-1 for Andrea.
Instinto.
I think he said instinto, so he went with his instinct and then with his gut feeling, and yeah, that's very often a good approach. But maybe he also said something else, I don't know.
It sounded a bit like that, yeah.
And Bastian, with too many gaps in the end, looked nice, but of course, you never know until almost half of the deck is filled out, because even if you have many gaps, people will in the beginning only see the cards that you have correct. So it's crunch time is around the 2-minute mark or so usually.
So, okay. 3-1 now for Andrea.
Yes.
And the next choice by Andrea.
By Bastian?
By Bastian, yeah, right. Yeah. So what will he choose now? Bastian, he has only chosen the international names yet, so you can choose from everything else.
I mean, if he feels confident, he can go for words again, but images, yeah, that would have been my actual guess, which I wanted to say. I think now Bastian wants to simply counter with a 12-second images or whatever.
I guess
and
so.
Of course, that's again, I mean, this would be more well-known pattern, yeah, that he goes for fast things and maybe the first time it doesn't work out perfectly, and then the next fast thing comes. It's tricky, but I mean, maybe he is so good in training that he knows chances higher there. Let's see. I mean, I see Andrea going for 13 seconds at least because he knows Bastian is quick. And Bastian, I think Bastian will be quicker at the images, but my guess would be that Andrea wins them nonetheless.
Both go for 12, and Bastian is a bit faster. That's my specific guess here.
And also makes them?
Bastian will get 28. Make it VSG. Very
I really like that you have adopted these very concrete predictions. I think it's super fun.
It's a VSG. It's a very specific guess now. It's a 28 to 30. And but I can also see Bastian going for 10. So I can also see that.
Yeah, okay. Then my very specific guess is Andrea 13.5 and getting them all, and Bastian going for 11.8 and getting 26.
Okay. 11.8. What was the other one?
13.5.
Okay. Guys, you have hopefully memorized that, and
that's what Memory Techniques is for, to memorize our predictions.
Yes. Okay.
So again, in his concentration ritual, hyping himself up for the match. And Andrea also going through his locations, I think. Oh, Andrea sees me on the screen. Why?
Yeah, he has a Zoom call in the back, and it's just I think he pinned the person who is speaking. And
I see.
And then you would show up.
But it was also interesting the moment I said his name, my name appeared on his screen. What's like happening there?
And now we have some nice chat here again. Both smiling here, having some fun. The only private chat on Memory League that is left.
Yeah, but I think Bastian doesn't even see him chatting.
I think he saw that. I think Bastian saw something like, let's go for very fast, because last time they were chatting before that. Let's do it. Let's just go. But yeah, let's see. Oh, these Bastian matches. They take forever.
Yeah, but I think maybe Simon can put something in the rules in the future about at least etiquette, not like penalties, but that you at least try to play quick. I mean, I'm not saying names now, but it's simply not so cool for spectators, and it's also not good for the rhythm of the match, I think. And
yeah. It's
I mean, I also did that in the past, but after you have told me a few times, I try to be faster there.
I'm happy that you mentioning that, because I was thinking about it, mentioning it, but I didn't. And
no, of course, I was super guilty of that also. Yeah, but I hope it's gotten better. And
yes,
it
definitely got better. And I think it's also something Bastian, someone had to tell that Bastian once, and
yeah, I think so.
Then you
maybe you.
I can do that. Yes.
Now we already have like 5 minutes between the matches, and this is simply not perfect.
No, but here we go. Okay, game is about to start.
Bring it, guys, here. Okay, 13.5 to 11.8.
Yeah.
Maybe Bastian surprises us all and goes for 60.
Okay, both on a fast track here. Yeah. Bastian faster. 12.3. But Andrea was playing it safe.
Andrea going for 60.
I think 23
I mean, if he's now at 25, he can also go for 60, right?
Yeah, but I think
No, I think Andrea doesn't want to go for 60.
I think 25 is like 60 for him in images.
Yeah, well, I think he made a mistake with 24 second images during the league or so against someone.
Against someone.
Yeah, I don't think it was against me. I think it was against someone else.
Okay.
But I just have like thinking he went for 25 once and got 28 or so. But at least we got Bastian roughly correct.
I said 12 for Bastian, so.
You said 12. Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. I was waiting for that all night, all weekend. Okay, here we go. Recalls.
Yeah. I'm always happy about your predictions.
Cool. Top 10 on images. 12.3 is fourth best score for Bastian, if he gets it.
Interestingly, he doesn't start with the last images, so I don't know whether he always does this, but a strong start here, close to getting the first row correct. Okay, then he goes to the end. And I mean, now should roughly be the time when the gaps should start showing, if there are any.
Andrea was 24 in images. This is a very...
it's almost like we had to worry that he's like falling asleep, right?
Yeah. But yeah, Bastian, so far so good.
Yeah, so fast so good, so far so good. But I mean, it looks okay.
Andrea
fast recall for like Bastian. That's what I sometimes say is like, okay, a quick recall rhythm is a good omen, yeah, because you then feel people are not doubting themselves. But here, yeah, well, sometimes they immediately correct themselves, but it seems that's not the case here. And it's an image that is in a completely different location and also something completely different. It's flowers compared to a guitar player. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, either with such a fast time, you get it from start to finish, or you start to fight now there. And it's a similar pattern with compared to his fast time at cards. There he also had the largest gaps in the middle. I mean, that's normal. The beginning and the end is always a bit more clear, but the middle is like the long rope over the abyss that you have to cross. And well, let's see what he's doing there.
And Andrea is like watching a Netflix series here.
What?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like that a bit. So like chilling here and.
Yeah, he's surfing something or what he's watching, like, or what's he doing here? I don't know.
No, he's not. He's still here, but
Bastian correcting many of his mistakes, but still has one in the first row and one in the second row. That is not easy to find. And next mistake, yeah, that's. I mean, I had a guess of 26 for Bastian. Guess of 26 for Bastian and 11.8. So.
And you had a guess of 13.5 for Andrea.
What? 30? Yeah,
13
but at least I have Andrea's score correct.
Yeah? This is true.
I mean, in the end, I was only 10 seconds away from Andrea, and everything else was almost spot on. I like take 3 out of 4 every day.
So yeah, let's see. I doubt that Bastian fixes that here, because it's hard to be aware of what exactly is wrong here. You just have the feeling, something is wrong here, but you don't know what.
Yeah, sometimes it's like a knot. If you find the right end of the string, then you can uncurl it, but it's hard because, I mean, the errors also eliminate each other or are dependent on each other. Yeah, so you might have a few fields where you're not so sure, but it's hard to pinpoint which one is really wrong. Yeah, in 10 seconds.
4-1.
Hard to do. 4-1, yeah?
By the way, the question I didn't ask you earlier, but in your match against Andrea, you were asking about, Andrea was saying, it's over, and in the first set, and you say, no, there's a 5th game, and then, but somehow you choose international names, and you started the second set. and we were also very confused because we thought, okay, what's happening
Actually,
here?
I cannot really recall that Andrea said it's over and I said, no, it's not over. I can only recall that I chose international names. But I don't know why.
Yes,
and then I think Guillaume said something about it's not over. And I said, oh, oops. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you were starting with international names, but you were right before that, you were writing in the chat that it's going until 5. So we were wondering why.
Yeah. Okay. Weird. Yeah.
It was really
don't know, honestly. Yeah. Don't know. Maybe I was still a bit distracted by other things at the moment, but yeah, in the end, it was all corrected. Names next.
So
names
in general, I mean, the 4-1 already in the first set. I think Bastian, I mean, names is a different discipline, but in other disciplines, cards, numbers, images, wouldn't it be a good idea for Bastian to change the strategy a bit here? Because
probably, yes.
I mean, if he goes for 19 seconds in images, he most probably get it correct, and then he wins that one here. So,
I mean, what Bastian could have done is something like going for 17 seconds or so, and then maybe like a signal and saying, okay, if Andrea is faster, then well, but then the next time go for like 60 and then hoping that Andrea gets even faster. Kind of what I managed to do at the numbers. Yeah.
That was really cool to see. It worked really well. So it was.
Yeah,
perfect.
I was happy about that. Yeah, I managed to lure him to a faster time, and then he doesn't get it because it's exactly what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, numbers. It's now interesting. Bastian only has done names. Sorry, has done 30 only like twice, and Andrea is used to getting 30. So I think Andrea the clear favorite here. But he also doesn't get 30 every time, as you saw in my match. I think he had 29 twice. So also two great chances that are still hard to use, right? Because 30 names sounds like much easier, of course, than international names, but it's still one name eludes you, another name eludes you, and people look maybe similar or names are similar. Yeah, but I don't know.
And Andrea with 11 out of 17 games on names, he got 30 in 11 games, so that's
that's
pretty
high,
nice.
Of course. Yeah, that's high. I think he's in the top 3 in names or something, right?
Maybe.
Check. Names. Not even. No. Number 4. Okay, number 4. Shortly behind Sayaka.
Yeah,
which is also interesting. Sayaka, I think she will get stronger and stronger. So interesting that, okay, Andrea looks at it once and Bastian also. Okay, I mean, I've tried looking at names once. I think I did this for the first XMT or also for the second, but in the end, I found it much more effective to look at the names twice. But I think it also depends on how you memorize the names. Yeah, maybe for me it's different.
Yeah, for me, I tested a lot with twice and once, but the results are really not different. Actually, they feel more unstable when I go twice. So I decided to go once.
Wayne, Claris, Patricia.
And yeah, Bastian.
I guess for me it's like with Katie. Katie also looks at them twice, but she just does it faster. And yeah, somehow it feels better. You do a bit of a connection during your like first run, and then the second run somehow reinforces it. And sometimes you don't even look at the name, but you only look at the face and only have the name in your very peripheral vision, and so that you only see the top of the letters or whatever, and then you know, okay, sure, works. And yeah, I've also experimented in training with looking at words twice, which at the beginning felt like weird, but then it was actually nice, but it was not ready like for this tournament. But I see this as a potential way to really get a higher percentage of 50s, because if you got it then right, and if you got the speed right, then there is no ambiguity about the sequence of 2 words in a location or about noun versus verb or something. Yeah, but you need to keep the pace. That's the main challenge there. And here names, strong start by Andrea, already 3 mistakes, I think, but I think Candy is maybe a typo, because Bastian should be familiar with the name Candice. And Clarice and Patricia can be an honest mistake. Anna, he has switched Patricia and Clarice. You see the last face in the second row and the first one?
Right, yeah. So, yeah, this is a set point for Andrea. If he wins that one, we are already done with the first set.
Yeah. And I mean, I think Bastian definitely gets, yes, the guy with the hat, sure, because he had the correct name there and had just written Clarice behind. But I mean, the name switch between Patricia and Clarice can at best, I think, be a 50-50 for him. Meaning that, okay, he might be aware that something is wrong here, but he might not know how to do it. And then maybe he goes for the safe route and writes Patricia twice, but this will not be enough in any case. So he needs 30 here. And this will be tough. Find the spelling mistake at Candice and fill 4 missing names and switch Clarice and Patricia. Tough.
Yeah, and I really can't see that coming here, going for 30. I'm not sure if I have ever seen it, if someone with 1 minute 30 left, 23 and gaps and wrong names going for 30. Actually, you don't see that.
Not when all was. And he gets 30, Andrea. So
nice.
I think set 1 is over if he doesn't change anything.
That's
5-1.
Yeah, and again, what do you think? I feel that Bastian should change something in the second set. Use his profile now from the first set and change something, like going a bit slower, a bit safer.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, sure, with hindsight, there was not so much to do with cards and at images because Andrea. Okay, I mean at images, it was a point where he could have simply went for a not so fast time, like 19, and with the strategy again of luring Andrea into a faster time in the next images in the second set, and beating 24 seconds would simply have been a side effect of that. Yeah,
and international names was also really a lost point here for him. So
yeah, that was a must win.
It could have been a way closer set here, but
but way closer, really? Yeah, sure. Okay, with like images and with the national names, sure. Yeah,
and then you are drawn here, and
yeah. But I mean, I think Andrea wouldn't have gone for 24 if he hadn't been quite sure that Bastian goes for broke and doesn't get it. Yeah, so
that's true. Yeah, it's always a little bit psychology here. So first set over 5-1. Andrea looks like that he has looks happy. This is his happy face.
Everything according to plan. Has like Bastian changed shirts or what? Or
no, he's always putting on his jacket. If you would count it,
that's below his jacket. Okay, I see.
He's opening the door after every single game and then wearing the jacket because it's getting cold, and then the other way around. So.
Okay. Did he explain to you why he's doing that?
I didn't ask him yet.
Okay.
You can do that later if you want.
No, I won't.
Okay, but I should.
Yeah, you're the information guy. I'm like just the commentating guy.
Okay, I'm the information. Nice. Okay, first set over, 5-1. Will there be another surprise event in the chat from Bastian?
So,
no.
Bastian asking for a 1 hour break. You heard it here first. No, sorry. We don't want to bully one of the competitors.
We not
like both equally.
As I always say, it's not bullying, it's just telling the truth.
Yeah, but I mean, you can also ride a dead horse, or you can emphasize something a bit too often, and maybe it's uncomfortable for other person, and they don't say it and everything. I want to be. I don't want to over stress that Bastian sometimes takes a bit more time because it's a bit understandable. It's a final. It's been a long weekend, and let's just give him the benefit of the doubt, and he's a cool guy.
Definitely, you have been also always a cool guy, but. A cool guy who was late. So
late? Okay, I took my time.
Yes. Okay, you were late too.
Really?
Yeah.
For matches?
For everything.
Okay. For everything. Okay.
But that is way in the past. That was Simon Reinhardt from 10 years ago. Totally different guy.
That's the late Simon Reinhardt. Now it's the new one.
Okay. I can hear some supervisors even laughing here in the background. So
yeah, it's my
get a room, you too, Guillaume. Come on.
The English language.
What is wrong with you, Guillaume?
What's with Guillaume? Did you make a comment or what? Or?
Yeah, it's just get a room, you two, from Guillaume here. That's how we know him. Simon, maybe you should not overemphasize it.
What? Sorry.
It's just a chat. I'm reading just the chat on YouTube here. Yeah.
What is over? What's like overemphasized?
Overemphasized it. I'm not sure where she is what she's referring to exactly right now because we were talking for so long. But yeah. So images.
Who's like referring to? Okay, I will go on YouTube. I also have to read the YouTube chat. Going into the lion's den. YouTube, here I come. It's Memory Sports TV, right?
Yes, YouTube, here I come. Please, people, bring yourself into a safety place right now, in a safe place.
Okay, I don't see any comments here. Here on the right side.
Yeah.
Get a room, you two. Simon, maybe we should overemphasize it. Okay, such bromance. Take too much time. Julia, is this like your Julia?
Maybe.
Hello, Julia.
Yeah. The Simon is coming, so people are leaving the chat. Don't know what's going on here. So yeah, let's see if we can see. I put him on the big screen here. Maybe if Bastian types something, we can even read it. So it's the next step. Just me.
I was like scrolling up the chat a bit, and here I saw one person crying out Muzii with 7E, with 7I.
Yeah. Okay, Bastian again here in his concentration, focusing phase, and now images. Yeah, let's see what is the approach here. I mean, I think that Bastian now goes a bit slower. 15 something. And I feel that Andrea will do the same. So they will both end up with 15 something. And then it's 50-50.
Which discipline have they chosen? Right?
Images.
Cards?
Images.
No. Images. Yeah. Bastian like 17 or something maybe, yeah?
Nickname. What is the name here? Nickname is Yo.
Don't dox me here.
I don't say anything.
Nobody must know my YouTube name.
I was just reading out.
No, it is basically a joke on.
I was not referring to you. I was just reading.
Okay, I will explain the joke to you. Okay?
But I didn't even mention that it's your name. It's just you just did that. I did.
Okay, sure. Never mind. I mean, if Julia says hello, Simon, then it's a bit clear in the chat. No, it's basically a joke on maybe and some I don't know, when you don't know someone's names in older documents or so, sometimes there's NN, like Nomen Nestio. I don't know the name. And here I was thinking, I have no idea which name to give me, and then I wrote like nickname Nestio. I don't know a nickname. It's basically just the joke behind that.
So guys, if anyone has a huge screen, just maximize it and see if you can read what they are writing in the chat here. Because there's a slight chance to
let me see
that.
Okay,
okay,
it only has 720. I mean, maybe if it had 1080,
yeah,
I think you couldn't read it.
Okay, then
okay.
Wrong one here.
17 to 15, I would say.
15, I say.
Okay, say it.
Okay. Bastian. Andrea, fast.
Okay, Bastian definitely faster than 17. Or is he?
15-15.
Yeah, 15-15. Good guess, my friend.
Thank you.
And what's your prediction of the score?
20. To make it more exciting, it's 28-30. 28 for Andrea and 30 for Bastian. But to be honest, I doubt that Andrea makes a mistake here. 15 is
so what's your real prediction?
So my real prediction is Andrea gets 30 and Bastian also.
It's also 30.
Yeah, both 30 and then.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, you never know. Andrea is not prone to making mistakes at images, so he can make mistakes. Maybe it's even like after set one is over, maybe concentration lapsing a bit, although he's not known for that.
Yeah, but he has 90% in this time range, so.
Yeah, well, that still leaves 10% for special occasions, right?
Yeah, right.
But I think he's getting 30. I think he has improved at images accuracy.
Yeah.
There was a time where you could easily steal, not like easily, but where you could steal even with a very conservative approach. And an images match from him, that's not so easy nowadays. I would have loved to beat him today with my 16 seconds.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Yeah, I've practiced it. So, I mean, you maybe also saw in my match against Alex in the quarterfinals that I also had my 17, where I won a match against him. Yeah, it's getting better there. Hopefully getting even lower soon. It will like also be super important in matches, future matches against Katie, for example.
And here we are.
You see 30.
Yeah. No problem for Andrea, and that will be the 1-0 in the second set.
Yep. Bastian has chosen that, right? Okay.
Yes.
It's of course a bit tough getting a break right at the start, but not the worst strategy from Bastian. I mean, it would be good also for like confidence and blah, blah, to get 30 now from Bastian perspective, in particular if he plans to go faster again at the next images, if there is even a next images. But I mean, it's like always tricky. That was Andrea, right?
Yeah, he was just clicking finish and then realizing that the times were very close here.
Yeah, I mean, if it was not like for Bastian's once in a year score of 50 or like twice in a year score of 50, we would even have a 5-0 or something. So that like just shows that the margins when playing against Andrea are really small. And I mean, and the point is that for example, when I'm playing Andrea, we have a bit different profiles. So the difference in strength in our strong disciplines towards the other are a bit larger than with regards to Andrea and Bastian, who have very similar profiles. So it's always harder to play someone who has the same profile roughly, but who is simply slightly faster.
Yeah, that's definitely something, because it's always when you play against Andrea that that it is you most of the time, not always, but most of the time win the words and the international
that's not
names.
true. I think it's 50-50 rather,
50-50?
honestly.
Yeah. Still, and and for these two here, there is no such a discipline that you can really rely on. Actually, it should be international names for Bastian, but
but I mean, Bastian, he sometimes gets these like 26, but I would guess his average or so is not really in the 22s. I think its average is rather between 20 and 21. And then you can really have something that dips below 20. And that's not a safe area against Andrea anymore.
Yeah, so we have a 1-0 lead for Andrea in the second set. And now the next choice also by Andrea. Let's see what he's going for. Maybe images again.
By the way, I seem to have completely killed YouTube chat after I have written hi and hello. Nobody has written any message.
That's the spirit that is...
You're right. That's the spirit.
everyone is now stuck into because of the respect. And Vishwa even retracted the message, and so it's
yeah. But I mean, I also have huge respect for you, so everyone has respect of someone. So
everyone has respect for someone. That's good.
I think it all cancels out in the end.
There's someone who you start to fear speed in images, I believe, is Bastian saying in the chat.
Andrea writing, the more you eat, the more you remember. Because it seems there was some food in there, right?
Okay, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there's
and
food.
Then Bastian writes, you start to fear speed in images, I believe. But, well, Jan also has written something similar once, like there are a number of similar images there, and so you can't go for like 10 seconds easily again. But I mean, with a 14,000 images set or whatever it is, I don't know, yeah, then it's clear that you have many things for many categories.
So chat is waking up again.
Chat is waking up. Hello, chat. Simon, the chat killer. By my Latin skills. Yeah, well, I mean, that's like basic Latin. That's like... That's like basic Latin. That's not.
She's studying Latin, or she was studying Latin. So
yeah, I had it from like fifth grade or so, and I really liked it. Latin is cool. It gives you such a cool basis for Spanish, Italian, French, even. Oh, Katie writing, you two are the best commentating team. Oh, that's so nice, Katie. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We cannot express how much positive feelings.
Not according to the Italian stream. Okay, Guillaume, maybe you can explain that a bit. Are they talking about us? I mean, I can kick them at any point. It's no problem. I can do that. I just
What's about the Italian stream? What's like going on there? I think
they have like 400 viewers.
I think Guillaume is just trying to create chaos here.
I think so too.
I think Guillaume is the classical chaos agent.
It's a chaos agent. Yeah, probably. Okay, words next, and here we go.
Words, okay.
Yeah, it's much more popular.
Now it will be interesting. Can Bastian bounce back with another 50 or 49? But I think it's slowly but surely time for a 50 from Andrea. I think he hasn't done one in the whole tournament, right?
No.
He had 48 against you twice. He had 49 against me twice, and I don't know about his first round match.
Okay, 500 viewers in the other stream. Yeah, I mean, bring them, right? So please go ahead, go there and bring them.
Yeah, maybe they can rate the other stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other stream is a bit wilder, probably.
But they have
masses crashing the arena, holding huge posters, everything. Here it's a bit calmer. And greetings to all the Italian fans.
They are not here, they're in the other stream.
Yeah.
If any Italian is here in this chat, please stay up and say hello. And,
hey, we like need you.
Yeah.
Hey, Bastian again with a similar time frame. Andrea, 44. I don't have a clear handle on this, but from my feel, from what I analyzed of Andrea in the past, 44 seconds is not the time where he does 50 often. It's just my feeling. It's rather like a 48 to 49-ish.
Let's check that. So 44 seconds, he got an average score of 48.6. Okay, yeah, but no 50. Yeah, but actually he has this average everywhere. So I don't...
Okay, he has it everywhere. So it doesn't get better when he gets closer to 60?
No. Yes, 48.3, 48.6, 48.3.
What's like my average?
Need to check that in the scoreboard, but it's not loaded for you right now. So
Okay, no, then never mind. Never mind.
But
I don't want you to crash that document.
I will not.
With my copious results. And Bastian, again a strong start. What's this here? He has written Klebrig with a G. That's like writing for the English viewers, that's like writing glue with a K.
Let's check.
But I mean, yeah, that would of course be, maybe it's part of his dialect or so. Maybe he's like pronouncing it more like with a G.
No,
but still.
I cannot imagine.
Know that Kleben is with a K, right?
I cannot
you
imagine.
Should correct it. Oh, he doesn't correct it?
This is Klebrig. Wow. This is yeah, it's like yeah.
And here a mistake with emittieren.
Another spelling mistake. Oh, spelling mistakes. My good old friend.
I mean, as a Latin guy, I of course know that emittieren comes from emittere, and that the X of exmittere is just omitted here.
Let Bastian take over.
That's why you don't have a doubling of the M.
Let's listen to Bastian when he is reading it out loud now.
Yeah, let's see. Now is the time to correct something, my friend. No, what? Oh God, okay.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Glebrig, okay.
But
and then
we
next one
don't mention here, Andrea is extremely struggling here. So it might have been a too fast time for him. Bastian might clinch it again.
And again a 50 here. Nice.
Wow, again nice. A 50.
And that looks like that this point goes to Bastian because the gaps are huge here for Andrea.
Oh, Andrea, just do those scores against me once in a while and you might drop your first set. It's not so bad. It doesn't hurt. You just lose a set, you know? You just need to do like 40, 46 words.
30, Einkommen, Passagier, Aufrechtwecken, Waffelgericht, Ökologie, Blut.
47 for Andrea. Okay, still fighting here.
No, and this he won't be able to correct.
No, I guess so too. So again, a win on words for Bastian. Like in the first set, the only win in the first set now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Andrea has still a typo at word number 32, and a typo at word number 49. So there would have still been hope, but A, it's only 25 seconds, and B, the word at 27 he will not be able to correct. So I think he will end up with 49.
Looks like that, yeah. But Bastian is not finished with emittieren. He is not sure about the spelling here.
And Andrea also 40-49.
And
what's up,
it.
Bastian? Will he still correct it?
And that's it.
Will correct it.
Bastian winning it here. It is a nice reaction from both here. I really need my replay button. Yeah, so nice one for Bastian here. 50.
And I think one of the very few people who has done 50 twice in a match, right?
Yeah, that's not something what you see. Not really very often. So
I think I saw it twice from Katie. I mean, not like 50 at some time, but like 50-50, yeah.
You improved them in words. Andrea's just saying that, yeah. Lol, improve. Andrea, somehow we switched roles today, yeah. Okay, but now, Bastian, you need to get an advantage out of that. You win your next game, otherwise it doesn't help you in anything.
No, but I mean, this is definitely. I mean, Bastian wasn't really that's of course in relation to Andrea's score. Bastian didn't really have these extraordinary word scores before in the tournament, and so maybe it's also additional fighting spirit there in the final and so, and going to your highest results, which is cool. I mean, going for your best results there, but a good chance now for him to get a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, but he had the same chance in the first set, so now he needs that international name more than ever.
I think he gets it now. I think he gets now like 23 or something. He gets it now.
The second set score is 1-1. now. And
yeah, I mean, of course, Bastian's, so like say, structural problems still persists if he doesn't find a way to break Andrea at cards, numbers, and images. Then this match might be prolonged, but not have a different outcome. So he will need to come up with something new there, not simply going for a fast time and not making it, or going for a slow time and letting Andrea do it, but somehow mixing it up. Hard to say what he's supposed to do, but well. And someone's writing no commenting available on YouTube?
Don't know. Actually, people are not commenting, or I mean, in the chat. I don't know.
Yeah, here on the Memory League main chat window, here someone writes for no commenting available on YouTube, and then Simon Orton wrote like, maybe you need to be signed in or something. But I mean, usually people are signed in on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I mean, you need a Google account, and then you can write in this chat.
Well,
so they are talking about fashion in the other channel. Okay, Bastian's fashion. Yeah, this is a serious sports channel here, so
yeah,
we are talking
would, like,
about...
never talk about fashion.
No,
no.
I mean, look at us.
But now it's camera. Okay, now it's like sharp again. The camera, it has become like unfocused for a second.
It's cool when you start commentating on everything. No, there is a fly around the head of Bastian right now, and now it's flying to the back and coming back again here.
And the fly is suddenly becoming Bastian.
There was one episode in Breaking Bad called The Fly.
Yes.
That was a strange one. I liked it. That was cool.
Nice.
So there was one episode about the fly. They tried to get that fly for one episode, and
yeah, I never saw Breaking Bad. Yeah.
Okay.
But you can recommend it, I guess.
Yeah, I can recommend it for many people. I'm not sure if I can recommend it for you.
Yeah, well, maybe.
But
I think by the way, the Game of Thrones episode from season 4 that we saw at the last XMT, I think is still the last episode I've ever seen.
Yeah, okay. I saw once, one season in the airplane. I think when we went to
China,
to San
right?
Diego,
Or Vietnam or something.
I think it was San Diego, and I watched the whole season 4 from the first to the last episode in that flight. And when we arrived at the airport, there was a 10 minutes delay that we cannot.
By the way, names have started.
Yeah, I know. I'm here. I'm just telling my story here about watching for 12 hours. Game of Thrones while we were flying. Anyway, so I was just seeing the last minutes of the episode while we were already.
By the way, the names again seem really easy.
Okay, let's go back to the names here.
The names seem really easy again.
I can't tell that.
No, just like because they are short. See, there are many with 1 or 2 syllables.
Yeah, but there are also some with more than that.
Not really many.
I don't know what is many here. So,
yeah, like half or so.
Okay.
Secret.
Okay, let's see. Can Bastian this time get the international names done? And
yeah, I think so. I think
get that important point. Katie is saying.
I mean, Katie writes she doesn't think these are quite as easy. Yeah, I only started after the halfway mark, so I didn't see the first 15 all. The last 15 seemed to me on the level of the first set, but Katie also says they are still easier than average. Yeah, let's see whether this is again to Andrea's advantage, because I think if you are not so familiar with names, then it's still easier if the words are shorter. Yeah. Because then it's less about the exact spelling, but more maybe that the image that you had is working out better. Yeah. But let's see what happens. Toshi, yeah. Finally, the name of the dog of a friend of mine, like a huge white dog with the thick fur. Really, very, very fun animal. And here, Bastian in the lead, but Andrea still having all of the lower row to fill out. Okay. Yeah, Habibe. Mind you think of the word Habibi, which I think means like friend or so, but still it can also be from a completely different language. Yeah, close one. And Bastian already trying to fill the gaps. While Andrea is still in the last row, so it's not over. But here, okay, it's getting tricky. Yeah, Andrea taking the lead. And still thinking about yes. And
17, yeah.
Taking again the lead. Bastian needs one more word to pull out of his head somewhere.
Come on, Bastian, now get that game.
Says the impartial commentator.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I feel that it's yeah. I mean, we are the German commentators here. The other stream is the Italian commentators. If you're not happy with us, please just go to the other channel. I'm fine with that.
I don't see myself as part of the German commentator team. I see myself as part of the nice, impartial, friendly commentator team. Yeah.
I see.
And of course, the others are the same. And Andrea already at 19, doing his, I would almost say, normal score. And Bastian really needs to score. Needs to add 2 more to his total.
Wow.
Less than a minute left.
But I would love to see him winning that game to have an even closer one. Otherwise.
Yeah, but isn't it much call if Andrea gets the upset international names? I think this is even more like thrilling.
Do you feel like that?
Yeah, I feel like breaks are always a bit more interesting. But of course, it would also be like cool if Bastian gets like this one here correct after his great 50 words. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, breaks.
I
you're
think
right.
It's a situation where both of the outcomes are really nice. I mean, but I won't go shouting around, Andrea, go on. But I think an upset is always like in a special discipline is always interesting.
Yeah, that's true. But for the sake of the excitement for the whole match, it's not getting better.
Right.
Mamma mia!
Right. And Andrea breaking again.
Again. He does 50 words, and then he's getting just 18 international names, and now we are going to see the next game. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I think this might be a small problem when you look at names only like once, that it might be harder to profit from an easier set, because then you still have stuff like, okay, you write Sadim with an N instead of an M, but if you look at this twice and it's a short name, then the chance is really high that you get it. And of course, I mean, a name like Sigrid, it's of course a bit tough when you know Sigrid is a name in the German language, yeah. But well, that's names for you. Not always easy, not always fair, but always just.
Yeah. So what's the next one here? Cards. We're going to see some cards next.
By the way, of course, my last sentence didn't make sense, but it felt nice saying it nonetheless. Have fun, people. And Guillaume saying in the YouTube chat, "Mamma mia!" Yeah, that summarizes it rather.
He was just quoting Andrea because he was saying that.
Okay.
30 seconds ago.
Cards.
Mm-hmm. So if Andrea wins that match today, he will be not beatable anymore in the world ranking.
He already isn't beatable anymore.
I think he is still beatable.
Nope.
I think he is. I calculated.
No, because Alex can only catch up 200 points.
Okay.
Right. Okay, because Alex would then. But I mean, Alex is 800 for the final already priced into his world ranking, and at the moment, Alex is already 650 points behind Andrea.
Yeah, but okay. Anyway, yesterday I was calculating that stuff, and I'm not sure. Maybe I miscalculated something. But
I think you did, but I don't know.
This is. Thank you, Silent. Thank you. Please,
maybe not.
Someone out there, please check that. I need that now.
It would be very surprising if Andrea needed this win to be safe in the world ranking, honestly, because Alex didn't take part in, I think,
I don't
this slam and another slam.
Let's say, okay, let's take a look on the match here. We can figure that out later. But you're so convinced sometimes that I just feel I need to check that and say, no, look at this.
Don't check it. We need to concentrate on commentating now. That's much more important.
Yeah, that's true.
Let us stay focused. And they're already memorizing. Bastian with not the quicker pace, no? Bastian with a 20 pace or
16.9.
Will Bastian repeat? That's
now
the question.
Now he needs to go super safe.
He will repeat. Yeah. He will repeat. Oh no, he won't repeat. No, he will repeat. Yes.
Come on, Johannes. When we can see Alex and Andrea, I don't know when. After that match and after that day here, I will take a day off, and then I will take care and will also check back with Andrea and Alex and let's see what's going on there. But I have no information yet.
I see what you're referring to, because they still have 2 potential finals outstanding. And if both made it to the final, also now in season 13, and if Alex bet him both times, then okay, I see where you're getting it. But this would still only be 400 points, I guess.
Yeah, okay. But you can just calculate it. If Alex would win 2 seasons, then he would have had 3,600 for the seasons plus 1,500 for the slam. So 5-1 plus 4-1. No, I'm just miscalculating something. 3-6 plus 1-5 is 5-1 plus then he would have 6,100 points, wouldn't he? No, cannot be.
No, never.
I'm not sure.
I don't think so, honestly.
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
I mean, if you win 3 seasons, then you have 3,600 points.
But this also assumes that Andrea doesn't get for the finals, right?
But Alex didn't win the first season, of course. So, but if he wins the other 2, then yes.
Yeah, but you can just see. I mean, he already has in his 5,600 the points for his final of season 12. So he can only get maximum 200 points more there, and then he would be at 5.
I think the problem is with this calculation that you always need to consider that some other scores dropping out and some others.
They will not drop out, because the 800, whether it's 800 or whether it's 1,000, it's still part of his top 6.
Okay, let's go back to the match.
And both making it, and Andrea getting
match points for Andrea now.
For sure.
Yeah, match point. Bastian's choice.
Yeah, so okay, I stop it here, but
Like still calculating, or
yeah, because I was right and you're not, and but I don't want to.
you were right.
Yeah, of course, I'm right. And
okay, if you say so, then I might believe you.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
And Andrea here with
anyway.
Some trash talking, because Bastian was like saying the images match something like, yeah, you start to fear the speed or something, and now he's like teasing a bit fear speed question mark, because Bastian went for 60 seconds.
Yeah.
That's of course a tough thing to read if you are 5-1 and 3-1 behind, but well.
I don't think that Bastian has a problem with that. So
no, I don't think a problem. I just think that it might have the effect that Bastian now goes for a very fast numbers.
I'm not sure if he's affected by that. you see, sometimes it's better that these matches are not taking forever. I mean, if we would talk for 4 hours, I cannot
talk for 40 hours here. It's super.
Yeah, but I mean, how does it end? Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
It's already getting intense here after 2 hours. And
you mean between us? Yeah,
yes.
Sure. After you have won the calculation gambit, supposedly.
I did. And
you did. Okay, I see. But
100% sure.
Did you like also give Andrea the points that he would get for making it into the final of season 3 if he wins the semifinal, or did you assume that Andrea loses the semifinal of season 13?
This score wouldn't. If he would, I mean, he has won the season 11, and if he wins that, if he gets second, I don't know. We have to calculate that later.
Yeah, I think you have to recalculate.
No, I calculated it. I did a good job here, and I'm not taking that away from me. So
yeah, so anything away from you.
So Alex. If Alex wins both finals, then he ends up with 5,700 points. That's for sure. And so now you can calculate what happens if.
Yeah, but Andrea is already at 6,250, right?
No, he isn't.
I know he's at 5,250, right?
Yes.
So he just needs 350 points.
Yeah, but he just gets 250 if he doesn't win today.
Because he wouldn't get more, but wouldn't he get 300 points more by getting into the final of season 13?
Yeah, but he's not
to 800.
Yeah, but he's not in the final of season 13. It's just about.
Okay. If you make 1,000 assumptions, then of course Andrea needs to win.
It's not 1,000 assumptions. It's just like, is it calculable? Can you calculate it or not?
Yeah. No, it's a scientific calculation.
It's not scientific. It's just. It's easy, but anyway, maybe it is over anyway soon. So
guys, I can only say never doubt Johannes' scientific progress. Yeah, this calculation abilities. Yeah,
I'm the PhD one here.
You all have to believe, and I will believe.
That's good. I have the PhD here, and you are the other guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, these 3 letters are of course very, very nice.
Thanks. Okay, so let's. Okay, they are chatting here, and Andrea is laughing here. So it might be that they are again talking about going for speed or not, or I don't know.
I think Bastian is making a last attempt to get the psycho game on, and Andrea is just relaxed.
Yeah, he's shaking his head already. Maybe they make some kind of bet here.
Maybe like Bastian wrote, okay, wait, I need to find some new locations. I need to create some new locations.
It would be so cool to know what they are here talking about, but
Simon Orton might know, but he's not allowed to tell us.
Yes. I mean, if we would have a better resolution here, we could see it. Okay, so we're going to start here. Match point number 1 for Andrea and a championship.
What are they doing? Numbers.
Championship point.
I say Bastian goes for 15 seconds.
I say Bastian goes for 12 seconds.
Okay, and I think Andrea goes for 16 seconds.
Okay, 12 seconds is...
It's not really the pace at the moment.
No, maybe they... Oh, okay. Okay, it was lacking a bit here. So Andrea, 14, and now Bastian.
17.
Okay.
Yeah, both of us not perfectly on the spot, but close. I think both of us were like close. I think that's the important thing. We can always say, okay, we are close.
Yeah, we are close, Simon. That's the problem for all this commentating here. We are
roundabout vicinity of everything. But yeah, that's also a nice summary of our general commentary. Always close, but never spot on, right?
Yeah, and it's also a description of our relationship, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's always hard to say. I think it's a matter of daily shape, right? So
okay, let's see how the recall goes here for Andrea. Can he do a 20 seconds recall like he did in the last numbers game?
14 seconds numbers would, of course, a great way to end it.
Yes. And here we go. New world record in recalling? Question mark.
Very fast recall. Bastian trying to catch Andrea during the recall.
That's the competition here, I see.
But
okay.
Andrea still in the lead.
And
also
Andrea, recall. And it's the. That's it.
23 seconds recall. And
wow, and that's super.
Bastian missing a letter. Bastian missing a letter here.
A digit, yeah.
Sorry. Missing letter 9.
And yeah, but anyway, so Andrea, that was super impressive. 14
points. Like 23 or 27 seconds recall?
Like 23.
23 as well. I think I had 33 seconds and it already felt rather fast, but I think maybe he can also type quicker. I think he's a super fast typer, right? And Bastian also.
Wow, both. He did this job this time. Yeah.
Yeah, 70 seconds a bit too little, too late, but at least finishing with the correct score is also nice, better than completely crashing. And yeah, it was at times closer than it looked, but it looked never like really Bastian was on the verge of somehow equalizing this whole thing. So it was always like he was fighting this structural disadvantage, and he maybe didn't find the right recipe to combat it today. Or what's your opinion?
Yeah, I see this the same. Bastian already clicked finish here.
Yeah.
So now we're waiting for Andrea to click the finish button. We usually let the time run out in these match point games.
Is he even looking at the screen anymore? Let's check this out.
No,
he's still thinking. He's like still thinking, but I think he's more in the face like that. That's like more a face of, I think I got it right, but let's like just be a bit diligent, right? But now I think he's like sure.
Yeah, now he's putting down his ear protection. He's preparing for the win, and he knows it's over. I mean, otherwise he wouldn't take off his ear protection right now. So
and Bastian saying someone knocked at his door, but I mean he still got 17 seconds and still got it all correct. So I think it wouldn't have been 14, just a guess, but. Not sure, but at the end, 14, strong win for Andrea. Very nice.
So 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Let's see if Andrea clicks the finish button here, or if you just sit here until the end. I'm just preparing for having the right camera angle here to celebrate the winner of the African European Championship. It's not over yet, but in 50 seconds it will be over.
I think Andrea is still going through the numbers somehow, just in case he's getting some real doubts somewhere. But I think he hasn't really locked himself out of the competition in a way. But I can't see anything happening that should convince him that he has to correct something.
Yeah. And now he's clicking the finish button. And here we go.
Yes, very nice.
Well done. Congratulations, Andrea here. 5-1, 4-1. It's a very entertaining match. And he is keeping it already relaxed here. So it's like not an outburst here from him today.
Yeah, it was a long day.
Yeah, but against you, he had some outbursts, so...
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Andrea is asking in the chat if they shall repeat here, because this door So he's offering a repeat in the chat.
A very, very nice gesture. Let's see what Bastian is saying. But I think Bastian has already shaken his head. So shook his head. So yeah. And maybe also Bastian might know that a time below 14 seconds or something is not something that he gets every day. So tricky.
Okay, no need. That is my responsibility to box the ears of my flatmates. What, to box the ears?
Ja, to ziehen an den Ohren oder so.
I see, okay. Cool! Guys, Bastian and Andrea, congratulations, Andrea and Bastian. Can you hear us already?
Yes.
Yeah, Bastian, nice match. Congratulations, Andrea, winning the African European Open with super nice scores here. Very entertaining. And what was the chat about in before the last numbers game? Can you tell us?
We were talking in Italian because Bastian knows a little bit of Italian. It was so fun because he told me sei un marpione, which is a really funny thing to say, and I wasn't expecting, but yeah.
Okay, so Bastian, did you try to go into his head with that?
I would say it was actually the other way around. So Andrea wrote something like "Good luck for the final match" with a smiley. And so I think, and my Italian friend would say to me then "Sei un marpione" if I would do that kind of. So I think he deserved it.
Yeah, it was.
So yeah, it was like really accurate in that situation. So it was super funny. And through the game, I still like had some. I was almost laughing again, but yeah.
Yeah, it was really entertaining to watch here, and I mean, yeah, I think the problem for you, Bastian, was the international names today. If you would have won that, then you had a chance. You had great scores in Worlds twice.
Yep.
Yeah, and so to be honest, I didn't really train much in the last two months, kind of. So I took a bit of break from training, and apparently the effect it has is I get much better in words for whatever reason. I can't really tell. Maybe just because I'm free of I don't know, previous memories, and on the other hand, somehow my international names got a bit worse. Yeah. But yeah, interesting to see.
Yeah. Also in images, I tricked you 2 times. So nice one.
When did you trick him?
In images, like I went.
Yeah, that was
slowly.
interesting.
Yeah.
You just went for 25 seconds. That was unexpected. Yeah, Bastian, you fall for that.
What I think
in images, you went for 25 seconds and you went for 12.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was happy to get kind of 26 out of 30, which is okay for going for 12 seconds. Bit unfortunate, of course. But yeah. So, yeah, of course, I didn't expect him to go slow, to be honest. And I think it shows that he starts to, I don't know, mature, maybe, or I don't know. I'm not sure. I could imagine that he maybe also fears those extremely rapid times.
It's not about that. I was just like 90% sure that you were going for first time and messing up. I was super sure about that.
That's what I had. That's what I had assumed. Yeah, that you were assuming that he was going like for 10 or 12 seconds, and then you thought, okay, then I go for safe and let him like, let's say, like crash or so.
Yeah.
And then the second one you went faster. Yeah, sure.
And yeah,
that's almost the same thing that happened against you, Simon, with the 200 attempt.
Yes,
you
but the
won
other way around.
For that. So thanks for teaching me that strategy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you never stop learning, right?
I'm a fast learner.
Yeah, very nice, and a super nice performance in this tournament. I mean, you just lost 5 games against Simon, and in the other matches you just lost 3 in overall. Yeah. So that was very impressive. Before we let you go to the Italian crowd, please share your thoughts on the whole tournament. And I mean, it's the last tournament of the year in this slam format. What do you think? And final thoughts on that from your side, Andrea.
It was super great to have this Memory League World Tour, and the opens are really funny. The only thing is like the seasons, obviously because of the thing with Biam and so on, everything went like ahead. But for the rest, it was really great. As I said, the only thing missing is world records official. But yeah, I mean the opens were super funny, so I'm really happy about that.
Thanks, and I mean, champion again, and Bastian, thanks also for being here. You made it to the final, and I think it's really cool to see you both go for speed. And maybe if Bastian would catch up a bit more strategy, then let's see how it goes. And I think that was the same for Andrea 1 year ago. So he adapted a bit and made some strategies. So yeah, Bastian?
Yeah, congratulations, Andrea. It was a really fun game.
Same for me. It was super fun, especially when you talk in Italian. So.
It's also helpful for me to learn a bit, kind of to train my Italian a bit. So yeah.
Cool. So yeah, thank you very much, Andrea. Thank you everyone involved in that. And
thank you, Johannes.
Thank you.
Because Johannes was the brainchild. I mean, this was Johannes' brainchild, and Johannes just put so much time and energy and everything else into this. And Simon Orton came up with some really wacky surprise events and has been up for countless nights. So thank you to Simon and Johannes. Thank you to everyone who has helped with the commentating. We've had a lot of new supervisors this weekend. They have been really fast to learn. They have taken responsibility a lot more than many supervisors have done in their first weekend. And of course, thank you to the competitors, because it wouldn't be much good without you.
Yeah, and thank you too for always being there for questions and everything. And thank you to the whole team. It was like a really fantastic championship. And I can only say what Andrea said is absolutely correct. And I loved these opens. It was really great having this world tour. It was a lot of work, and much of the work has been done by Johannes, but this was also a team and everything. And hopefully getting better and getting back next year. And maybe improving it a bit, tweaking it a bit. My personal opinion might also be that it might not be the worst to maybe have one season less and one open more or something, because just my subjective opinion, for me, the opens also were more fun than the seasons in a way, also because it's a bit tricky with arranging matches. But this will be all on the table, and everybody who has still opinions, there is a thread on Out of Memory about giving like feedback, and there is already much feedback. And if you have comments, then again, write it there. And then next year, better, bigger, faster, more.
Thanks. And yeah, that's the last question. The first surprise event, that looked tricky for both of you. In the first minute, it was like strange, the 4 digits for both of you. Andrea, what's your opinion on that?
It was a lot harder than I thought.
Yeah.
And it takes so long. I see the numbers. I do like or backwards or in the front to find where we are. But it was super hard. I don't know why, but yeah, it took so long to write. I mean, after it was faster, but then the time was over. So yeah. Yeah,
it was really fun to watch. And yeah, Andrea, thank you very much for being here. Enjoy your fans, and thanks for playing the tournament. And see you soon in another match. Thanks, Andrea.
Sure.
Bye-bye. Thank you both. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, and Bastian, you're still here. So, what do you think about the tournament?
Yeah. So, I think it was a lot of fun, a lot of strong competitors. And really nice and experience. Also, I think just to have, even although it was the kind of African European Open, to have so many international competitors and to kind of connect this worldwide memory community is always really nice experience.
Nice. And you think you will find time to train more in the future, or how is your situation right now?
So I think also in general, it was always with me a bit like sometimes I train more, sometimes I train less. So I think sometimes yeah. So that was always something I did, and now the last month I simply had a lot to do from kind of my degree. So I think now a lot of that is behind me or kind of finished. So I'm pretty sure that I will have more time to train again.
Looking forward to that. Yeah, Simon, anything from your side left for this tournament?
I can only say I found this was a very exciting final, and of course, as it is very often, the score does not really reflect the strength of the competitors and how the match was going. It was with many very close disciplines, and yeah, from my personal let's say thoughts about the tournament, I think was great. It was also nice for once to have a tournament with a nice time zone. Not where you stay up late at night or early in the morning or whatever. And yeah, I'm personally happy with my results, and I'm super looking forward to next season. And it was a great pleasure again commentating with such an experienced master commentator like Mr. Johannes Mallow.
Thank you very much. And yeah, Simon Orton, by the way, again, thank you very much for setting up Memory League in the general. It's a fantastic platform, and yeah, just check the link in the descriptions to Memory League if you want. You can train yourself if you haven't done yet. And yeah, I think that's it. Bastian, thank you very much. Simon, thank you very much. Here we go with Simon again. And yeah, so enjoy all your evening. I will take a break, day off now, and maybe just relax a bit. And then we will be back here on Memory Sports TV. Definitely on Twitch, and most likely with Alex versus Andrea, which is something, yeah, I would recommend to watch. So thank you, and have a nice evening, everyone. Bye bye.
Have a nice evening. Bye bye.
Bye.